So hello everyone, I am Monika from IELTS-9. So I'm going to do this reading passage 3 from test 1, and of course this is from book number 16. Okay, so this is the title of the reading, the future of work. So it's important to read the title of reading also, not only in writing but also in reading also. That you should come to know that you are going to get knowledge about the future of work. See, there is one tip for you. When you will be doing your reading passages with lot of interest, definitely you will find your answers very easily. If you find it that I am doing it for the sake of clearing IELTS exam, then of course I am sure half of the problem will create here, right? So do it with a lot of love for your reading passages, okay, for getting good knowledge about the third world or about the new world, you can say. Okay, so title is here, and just look at the passage. So here this kind of passage is there without any naming on the small paragraphs in this passage. Just look at this, and of course after the second step is look at the questions. So here first type of question is, as you can see, these are MCQs. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, D. It means MCQs are there. Okay, and another type of question here, we have complete the summary using the list of words A to G. So this is the help box. We have to select from this help box, and of course we don't have to write the full word, we have to write only alphabets. Okay, the third type of question for this reading is, look at the following statements. These are the following statements, and the list of people. These are the list of people. We have to match with these statements. We have to match these statements with this list of people. Okay, here it is given not. You may use any letter more than once. So here in this reading we have three types of questions. So what you are going to do first, it's your wish. If you want to do this complete the summary, it's okay. If you want to start it with MCQs, then it is okay. I will be doing my first type of question, that is MCQs, because with the help of these three questions, these four questions, in fact I would be covering 4 paragraphs at least. Okay, so the first question says, the first paragraph tells us. Now first paragraph tells us. If you want to read your options, it's okay. Otherwise, I would suggest you go through the paragraph first, and then you will just find it the correct answer. Or you can just read it first and then go to the answer. Okay, so this is my first paragraph in this reading. According to A, just start reading like that. It should not be very slow. Your pencil should move like that. According to a leading business consultancy, okay, 3 to 14% of the global workforce will need to switch, okay, to a different occupation within 10-15 years, and all workers will need to adapt as their occupations even alongside increasingly capable machines. Automation or embedded is one of the aspects of disruptive effects of technology on the labor market. This embedded AI, like the algorithms running in our smartphones, is another. So while reading, I am not focusing on my pronunciation, because if we just focus on our pronunciation, then it will be a lot of wastage of time while I am making videos also, and while you are doing practice also. Don't focus on your this thing. Okay, so what they are saying, so in first sentence definitely you will get the crux of the passage, or you can say in last sentence you can get. So definitely first and second sentence are the sentences are very important to find out the idea of the passage. So need to, okay, let's read the options. The kinds of jobs that will most affected by the growth of AI. Okay, will be most affected, but most affected word, need to switch is written. Need to switch to a different occupation within the, okay, here they are saying will be most affected. Okay, no, No, it is not like that. The extent to which AI will alter the nature of the work that people do. Yes, alter, yes, it is given. Yes, will need to change the nature of the work. Yes, workforce, this workforce will need to switch to a different occupation within 10 next 15. All workers will need to adapt as their occupation of, yes, capable machines. Okay. I think this is the perfect answer, B for us. But still, I will read C also. The proportion of the world's labor force who will have jobs in the future. So no, they are not saying that. They are saying the proportion of the global workforce will need to switch to different occupation. So will have jobs in, nothing was given like that. The difference between ways that embodied and disembodied A will impact on workers. Yes, these two words were there in the paragraph. Let's read it. Embodied, intelligent, this and is one of the aspect of disruptive effects of technology on labor market, and like the algorithm running in our smartphone is another. So here what they are saying, the difference between, okay, no, there is no difference like that they had given. They are saying this will affect disruptive effects of technology on the labor market, and here on the smartphone, impact on workers. So here they are saying both the things, they are just talking about workers, but here they are saying smartphone also. So that is also not a answer. So I would suggest alter, it is given. Yes, we'll need to switch this. So of course our answer will be B. Okay, let's move on to the next 128. According to the second paragraph, okay, what is Stella Pachidi's view of the knowledge economy? Okay, first I will be finding this word in the second paragraph, and then go to what Stella view, his Stella, he or she view of, okay, second paragraph. Yes, Stella word is there. This is from school. Believes means views that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of algorithms of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production, the so-called knowledge economy. Okay, algorithms are capable of learning from data to undertake tasks needed human judgments. Okay, so now they have tried to explain the algorithms and all, but they are asking you her views. Lady is there, believes that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of jobs that are dependent on. Okay, let's see what the options are saying. So we have to read only views. View means believes. What it is given in second paragraph. So let's read first. It is having an influence on the number of jobs available. It is having an influence. So fundamental changes are happening as a result of algorithm of jobs that are dependent on. No. It is having an influence on the number of jobs. No, I don't find it. It is changing people's attitude towards their occupation. Was it there? Changes are happening as a result of algorithm of jobs that are dependent. No, people's attitude is not given. So it is the main reason why the production sector is declining. No, I don't think so. There was any reason they have given, because we have to find out view, only view. Just focus on the view. What she was telling, she believes that some of the most changes are happening as a result of these that are dependent on this. So let's read the D1. It is a key factor driving current developments in the workplace. Yes. How? So fundamental changes are happening as a result of current development that are dependent on this, the so-called. It is a key factor driving current developments in the workplace. You can just see that some of the most fundamental, these lines convey the same thing. And if you read it further, algorithms are capable of learning from data to undertake that previously needed human judgment, such as reading, and nothing to do with these lines. Only beliefs where it is given, you can just find out the things from these lines. It is a key factor driving current developments in the workplace. So that is the answer for that. Okay, you have to match the statement properly, then you will come to the conclusion that this is matching. 29th. So what did Pachidi absorb at the telecommunication company? So I have to find this telecommunication. Of course, we have done 2 paragraphs, and then I will be looking at the 3rd paragraph. Telecommunication word I have to look. Yes, telecommunication word is here. Let's read it from here. What did Pachidi absorb at these companies? Okay, let's read it. Another issue is to technology influences or even controls the workforce for over 2 years. Pachidi monitored a telecommunication. Now from here question starts. What did absorb at telecommunication? From here we will be reading it. The way telecoms salesperson work is through personal and frequent contact with clients, using the benefit of experience to assess a situation and reach a decision. Okay. However, the company had started using that define when account managers should contact certain customers about what kinds of campaigns and what to offer them. Okay, let's read the options. Number 1, staff disagreeing with the recommendation of AI. Nothing was given like staff disagreeing with the recommendations. Okay, so staff feeling. Second number is staff feeling resentment about the intrusion of AI in their work. So nothing. They are not describing anything about that. Just look at this. The way telecom sales people work is through personal and frequent contact with clients. And of course they are not giving they are not discussing anything about, though of course they are talking about some influences, but this thing is not given. So that is sure. Resentful about the introduction, no. So staff making sure that AI produces the result they want. Okay. Next one also, just read it. Staff allowing A to carry out tasks that they ought to do themselves. This also was not. Let's read it for both the option. Staff making sure that AI produces the result they want. Okay. Reach a decision. Okay, let's read it again. Is through personal and frequent contact with clients, using the benefit of experience to assess a situation and reach a decision. Yes. And however, the company had started using algorithm that defined when account managers should contact certain customers about what kinds of campaigns and what to offer them. It means, yes, this is the thing. Staff making sure that the AI produces the result that they want. Reach a decision also it was given. So definitely it will go. Staff allowing AI to carry out tasks that they ought to do themselves. No, that is not given. Campaigns and what to do, what to offer them. No, this is nothing to do with this statement. Okay, now move on to 30th number. So 30th number, in his recently published research, now again different person has come, because as we know we have to do list of people also. Challenges in recently published research. First I will be finding out where this person is. So let's look at the reading. We have completed till this paragraph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs we have completed, and now let's look at this person's name. Okay, so no, there is nothing like that. Okay, let's move on to the next page where we can get his name. Magoy. Another person name is there. Just circle it. First I will be looking at that person's name. Yes, in the first line here, this person's name we were looking for. What the question is saying: in his recently published research. So our main concern for this question is recently published concern. So I will be looking at recent published research, nothing else. So this we have known, Cambridge for research, view about future of work are misguided, it is the law, restrict technology. Okay, his recent yes, this we were looking for the question. So his recently published research answers the question of whether automation, AI and robotic will mean a jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. History is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. Okay, so history is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this problem of unemployment and all. So 30th number, what they are saying, challenges the idea that redundancy is a negative thing they are giving. Challenges the ideas that redundancy is a negative thing. Was it written like that? Is a negative. Challenges the idea. So history is clear that change can mean redundancies. By looking at the will mean a jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. History is clear, but of course at the later part of this his view, social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. If there is going to change as a job of, I would like to see government seizing the opportunity. We can reprogram. Finding are a call to arm leaders of organizations, governments to preempt the coming changes with bold that guarantee full employment. So of course challenges the idea that is a negative thing. So no, he is not challenging, he is just giving one kind of example, like he is just expressing. It's clear that change can mean, but after this sentence he also added this sentence also. It means it can be tackled over. B number, shows the profound effect of mass employment on society. No any this thing is written. So you can see by looking at the causes, there is no impact kind of situation is written even here also and even here also. So this is absolutely no. Highlights, C number is highlight some differences between past and future job losses. Some differences between past and future job losses, jobless future, and of course future is also given and history is also given. But of course I can say there is no comparison like of things. So he is not comparing that in future what will happen to employees and in past what had happened to, nothing was given like that. So the illustrates how changes in the job market can be successfully handled. Illustrates, yes, it is given, yes, perfectly, you can just find it here. Can tackle, social policies can tackle through this retraining and redeployment. And if you read it further, of course you will reprogram the law to prepare for fairer future of this. So of course here all over he is explaining new policies that guarantee full employment, fair incomes and a thriving economics. So all, if you read it from here to here, you will find that illustrates how changes in the job market can be successfully handled. Okay, so this was your MCQs. How you are going to tackle these questions? First you read the question, understand what the question demands. Same with listening MCQs. People generally read this, they don't understand the question is what question is demanding. First you understand what question asks you, then you read it there, or you first read here and then go to the paragraph and then match the meaning also. Complete the summary using the words of list of words A to G below. So of course, correct letter A to J in boxes. So try to understand the instructions. Here they are saying correct letter. Write the correct letter A to G in boxes 31 to 34 on your answer sheet. It means we have to write only these alphabets, not these words in these fill in the blanks. Okay. So what is the title? The algorithm of jobs. So this is the thing. So let's read it. Stella Pachidi of Cambridge Judge Business School has been focusing on the algorithm of jobs which rely not on production but on. If you really want to do it really fast, then of course by reading it and just reading the statement and without reading the passage, you can always give answers for these questions. Though it's really easy, but for some questions you need to consult paragraph. That's why I'm just saying, just read the passage, just read the question here and then go to the passage, try to match the word, and here of course same word is not given, synonym would be there. So Stella Pachidi of school has been focusing on algorithm of job which rely not on production but on, okay, let's find it where it is given. So it was in first paragraph. See, it was given like, okay, some of the most fundamental changing has been focusing on this word algo. Yes, this is the word here in the second paragraph of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. Yes, production word also there, but on production is also there, but on, so here it is given data. So what is data? So let's look at the word here. Pressure, no. Promotion, information. Yes, information may be there. Data is information. Satisfaction, reliance, intuition, confidence. Of course, G will come. Okay, the pressure is data means indirectly information. Okay, let's read the 32 number. While monitoring a telecommunications company, Pachidi observed a growing dash on the recommendations made by A as workers begin to learn through these eyes. So first I will be, yes, we know where it is. The location of that word is here in this paragraph. We have already read this, telecommunication, and algorithm eyes is also an important keyword. So algorithm eyes, so here, yes, algorithm eyes. So from where we have to read it? Tell me. While monitoring a telecommunication company, Pachidi observed a growing on the recommendations. Workers begin to learn through this. Okay, so it means we have to read it from here. He observed, of course it is written over here. The algorithm usually built by external designers often becomes the keeper of knowledge, she explains. In cases like Pachidi believes a short-sighted view begins to creep into working practices whereby workers learn through this eye and become dependent on its instructions. Alternative exploration, experimentation, and human instinct lead to progress and new ideas. Progress and new ideas are effectively discouraged. Yeah, growing. So growing is progress. Okay. So observe a growing what? Lead to growing new ideas are effectively discouraged. Growing a, observed a growing a, what we can find it. First I have to find the word and then I will be just doing it. Growing, observed a growing dash on the recommendations. So okay, short-sighted practices where learn through algorithm eyes and become dependent on its instructions. Observed a growing dependent on the recommendations made by dash as workers begin to learn. Okay, meanwhile what we have learned it, dependent. So for dependent, what we can just write? Pressure, promotion, satisfaction, reliance. Yes, reliance we can say. Yes, we can fit here. observed a growing reliance on the recommendations made by this. Okay, so next one for 33. Meanwhile, staff are deterred. Yes, it was given like that indirectly from experimenting and using their own. Yes, it was given. So yes, discourage word is there na. So for discourage they have used the deterred from. Of course, this experimentation and human instinct lead to progress and new ideas are effectively discouraged. It means experimenting and using their own. On means on. For human they have written on. Instinct. So for instinct what we are going to get? Pressure, promotion, satisfaction, yes, intuition. So for here I will be writing here C. Okay, and for 32 it was E, and for 31 it was G. Okay, so let's do this at 34th. To avoid the kind of situations when Pachidi observed, researchers are trying to make A's decision making process easier to comprehend. Okay, and to increase users with technology. And just find out without reading the paragraphs. I'm just telling you how you can find. Pressure with regard, no, to increase users pressure, no, no promotion with regard to the technology, satisfaction, reliance, intuition, confidence. What we can fit here? To avoid the kind of absurd, researchers are trying to make decision making process easier to comprehend and to increase users. I think confidence can come here, but let's find it from the paragraph. Trying to decision making process. Let's read it. Decision making process. Okay, in the last paragraph, work on their own, we are seeing cases where workers feed the false data. So in next question, like last page we were doing it, I couldn't find any there. So here it is given to avoid the kind of situations which Pachidi observed, researchers are trying to make decision making process easier to comprehend. So here it is given to avoid, workers to avoid it. Scenarios like these many researchers are working to avoid. So it is given to avoid the kind of situation observed, researchers are trying to make. That objective is to make AI technologies more trustworthy and transparent, like easier to comprehend and to increase users, of course, with regard to the technology, transparent, trustworthy, more trustworthy and transparent, and so that organization understand how are made. So we need to make sure fully understand that new regarding expertise, occupational. So if we fit that word confidence, that would be a good thing, confidence, because other words they do not fit in that fill in the blanks. Of course, when they are just discussing the thing, of course it will increase workers employees confidence only. Okay, so this was your complete the summary. Now move on to list of people. Match each statement with the correct person. It means you have been given list of people. Here there are 3 people and we have to match these people with these sayings, with these statements. So here it is given you may use any letter more than once. Of course, we know there are only 3 people and we have 6 statements. So of course we will be using the letters twice or thrice or more than once, like once, so it will definitely come. So match each statement with the correct person, of course. So how you are going to handle these questions in reading test? Of course, for getting good bands you should know how to find the types of, how you are going to find these types of questions. So every question has different style, how you are going to find it in the question paper. First I will be reading about this person that we have already gone through, and of course this person's saying also this is left, so we have to read it this also. So if you want, then you can just read the options first or you just go to the paragraph, read about this person's saying. And okay, let's read it one by one, and then we will go to the paragraph. Greater levels of automations will not result in lower employment. Okay, greater levels of will not result in lower employment. There are several reasons. Okay, reasons why is appealing to business. Okay, some reasons may be there why this is appealing to businesses. 37th is potential to transfer people's life has parallels with major cultural shift which occurred in previous era. Okay, some old things and some new things they are discussing. It's 38 is important to be aware of the range of problems that AI causes. Okay, to be, yes, important to be aware of range of problems would be given. That would be the answer. 39, people are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past. Okay, less conventional career path in the past. Okay, 40th, authorities should take measures to ensure. Authorities means government, higher authorities, these kinds of persons would be given in the paragraph to ensure that there will be adequately paid work for everyone. Of course, authority kind of thing we have read in this person's saying. So let's go to the first person saying, and then we will come back to the statements. Okay, so this is the first paragraph, and from here, so that first person's name starts. So let's read it one by one, what she believes and what are the already we know what they are what that person is saying. And of course the inverted comma, whatever they had given in inverted comma, that are very important to read it. First I will be reading it. Believes means her personal view that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of algorithm of jobs dependent on data. Okay, algorithms are capable of learning data to undertake that task previously needed human judgment, such as reading, legal. Okay, yes, reasons are there, are capable of learning. Okay, reasons are there. See, next, in many cases they can outperform humans. Okay, organizations are attracted to using algorithms because they want to make choices based on what they consider is perfect information, as well as to reduce cost and enhance productivity. Okay, so their reasons, businesses means organizations. There are several reasons why is appealing to businesses. So organizations are attracted to using because they won't make choices, and these are the reasoning they are giving. So for this 36 I would be writing it here A. Okay, A. So I am cutting it from the list of options. And any other thing that we will let's read the options. They transfer life's major cultural shift. No. It is important to be aware of problems. Okay, people are going to follow less ensure. Okay, routine. Okay, let's read it further. For that, enhancements are not without consequences. So taken over, how do professionals develop their future? So if routine cognitive tasks are taken over by AI, how do professionals? So of course consequences what? So consequences, range of problems that AI causes. It is important to be aware. So he is telling awareness. If that happens, she asks, learning about a job, a notice stands, everything she is explaining. So yes, for 38th also I will be putting A. So A, I think for one person A is enough. Like for one person we have put twice a time A. And let's move on to this person's saying. Hamish Law, what he is saying. This is here in the next page. about the future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course for everyone. The traditional means past years it was given trajectory of full-time education followed by full-time work followed by pensioned retirement is a thing of the past. Let's read it because it is given like that. AI potential to transform will involve major transitions across, it is given. Follow a less conventional, okay. The future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course for everyone. Full-time education followed by time work followed by pension is a thing of the past. Okay, yes, what they want to say that full-time education followed by full-time work, first they were doing full-time education and they were doing full-time work followed by pensioned retirement is a thing of the past. It means that is not followed by the recent one. Multi-stage employment life, one where retaining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs, no job happen by choice at different stages. Okay, so of course let's read it. The two sentences are there about past. Potential to transform people's life has parallel with major which occupied in previous year. People are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past because they are saying is a thing of past. Major shift, major cultural shift who occurred in the, and no, they are not talking about this. They are talking, but of course directly people are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past. See, it is written clearly. You can just look at this. Yes, here sorry, the traditional of full-time education followed by full-time work followed by pension is a thing of the past. Okay, so we can just write it here for this B. So this also I will cut it, these three we have cut, and let's read the another ones. Greater levels will result in, okay, so here we have found believes future will involve major transitions across the whole life course for everyone. Okay, on the subject of loss of job losses, automation will not result in lower unemployment, loss of jobs. Okay, law believes that the predictions are founded on a fallacy. It assumes that the number of jobs is fixed, carried out by robot. That doesn't mean we are left with jobs. Okay, the number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. Okay, so here they are saying it assumes number of jobs is fixed. 30 years, half of the 100 jobs are being carried by robots, but it doesn't mean we will be left 50 jobs. The number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. Definitely 150 jobs means more job. Greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. I think this is matching. And what we have left, this we have done, this and this are left. Authorities, no, so it means this will come. So here they again some different kind of thing is there that is not given in this paragraph. So I will be putting here will not result in lower employment. So it is clearly given in data. So for this job 150 jobs will be there. So I will be just writing here B. Again I am just cutting it. If you don't have time, then you have found 4 and 2 are left. Of course maybe these are all related to C. So but I will be finding it. I will be trying to find out what two other statements. AI's potential to transform people's life has parallels with major cultural shift which occurred in previous eras. Okay, so this person's name is here. Let's read it from here. About future of work are misguided. It is the laws that restrict the supply of capital to the and not advent of new technologies that causes unemployment, supply of capital. Okay, he is recently published. Okay, robotics will mean a jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. History is clear that can, but social policies can change. Okay, if there is going to be change of as a result of, I would like to see government seizing the, yes, government word is there na, so of course without thinking I will be putting that for that we can reprogram for fairer future of work findings. We are okay, yes, this is confirmed. So this is confirmed. For that, authorities means all the things they had given should take measure to ensure, yes, for C, this is C. Here it is given governments, banks, leaders of organizations, everything is given. And what about this? Where is this? AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallel with major cultural shift which occurred in previous. So here you can say in previous. From here, if you look at the by looking at the causes of unemployment, future of work are misguided technologies. So here you can just make out the decision. Hey, history is clear, change, everything is given. And of course here also astounding, they deliver humankind a capacity to live in a way that nobody have once imagined. Yes, people, past, substance, agriculture and corporate revolution enabled mass production. Third revolution has been pronounced. So it means this is the answer. In previous year, what cultural shift and which occurred in previous year. So earlier we were doing agriculture and other things. So here also C will come. So for in this way we have completed this reading, the future of work. So all questions were having different style, and that is the reading the future of work. Thank you so much.